This video contains content sponsored by Puritan's Pride. Opinions discussed in this video do not reflect the views of Puritan's Pride. Hello and welcome to the skating lesson. I'm Jennifer Kirk.
And I'm Dave Lees, and this is our fake live show. We tried to do that last night. Didn't work out so well.
We're wearing the same outfits, though.
Yeah, so it's just like it was last night.
Let's just pretend it's live. And I dropped my paper.
This live show is obviously brought to you by Puritan's Pride. Puritan's Pride is going to be sponsoring our summer content as we get into the summer season, the Olympic season in Rio de Janeiro, and our summer bodies. As we're going to be fit because Oprah Winfrey did say that 2016 would be the year of our best bodies. And so much of that goes what you put into your body. So we wanted to talk today about some of the things that we are using. So one of the things I wanted to say is last week I was talking about my Nature's Gate herbal shampoo, and I had a couple of friends that actually went out and bought it. They like the smell too. I don't know if you can actually smell it.
Love that smell.
Just like imagine, right?
Yeah.
So the good thing about this is it's vegan and it's no GMOs. So I don't really know what GMOs are.
I was going to say, I don't know what that means, but like it's the new tagline.
You know they're awful, and you know that Megan Duhamel's really concerned. It's just supposed to be the best for your hair, obviously limited of any of those bad chemicals. So the one thing I will say is that I also use the Nature's Gate body wash because remember, I like to smell like pomegranate, and I also need to shower because I'm a sweaty person and I work out quite a bit. So I would just say that the thing I like about the Puritans website is that these are actually on sale compared to what you would pay at Stop and Shop. So they already are 25% off. So this is $6.29 and this is $5.99 on their website. But again, if you put in our codes, you get another additional 10% off.
And
that
10% will help us too. So that helps us like go on the road and give you that content. So you put in the code like when you go to checkout, you just write skating. But pause. If you spend on their site, if you maybe want to go get some biotin, this radiant biotin, this helps support the growth of nails, hair, pretty skin. All it just makes you feel good. All of those little things. And I'm also really liking these probiotics, which I was getting them like what was it? Not Purell. What is it called? I was using one, Curel from CVS, and it was like $40. This, I just want to talk about this probiotics. You can get 3 of these for $9.99. So you're going to get a lot. But if you spend $19.95, you can also put in checkout code Ashley W, and you're going to get a signed Diva Wagner for free. You're going to get this signed photo sent with your order, and 10% goes to us too.
Yeah, I have friends that are not really that into skating, but they are into Ashley Wagner. So they will be spending their $19.95 on Puritan's Pride for their own autograph of Ms. Diva Wagner in all of her Moulin Rouge glory. I know that my friends Tara, Carrie, and Matt are all about this. So yeah, that is Ashley W at checkout, and you get your own wonderful photo for your wall or your office or,
Yeah, but like Dave said, too, you guys just like keeping it real. If you go to Puritan.com, they have so many products that you would go to CVS or go to any store for a lot cheaper. And often it'll be like buy 2, get 1 free that Dan just wants to throw in for you guys know. But it helps us, too, and you can get that discount. So just look to see if there's anything that you normally would go to the grocery store to get. Probably.
They have really random stuff, too, like
I bought
essential oil.
I was gonna say, or I bought last week. I bought almond flour, like because I can't cook. Like if I'm gonna make like chicken fingers, I can't put it because I have celiac disease in the like normal flour, so I can put it in almond flour. They have that on the site. They have this I've been enjoying too. This stress formula. It's just a bunch of like different B vitamins. It helps support your healthy immune system, which we've really needed in the past few months with all of our traveling. And this is, you get 3 of these for $21.99. But speaking of which.
Yes, and they also have.
That's supposed to be really good for your stomach.
It's supposed to be good for your whole system. Yeah. People swear by it.
What do you do? Do you just like have a swig of it? I'm drinking tea that I got there from They have tea too at Puritan's Pride.
Apple cider vinegar. Basically, I'll have like a glass of water, a bottle of water, and I'll put a little bit on the top. So it's an acquired taste, but I would say that like? It's a little vinegary, but not quite. I mean, it has like apple,
but it like helps your system.
Helps your system. People swear by it for all sorts of things. So it's one of these.
So this is the thing that we're doing because Dave and I, like, we've been traveling so much, we got the plague back at Worlds, and that was not fun, and it was really very quasi-depressing to have to stay in your hotel room when you're at the World Championships and you want to go watch everything. So we're on this mission to get in the best shape ever. I ran 5 miles this morning. We're trying to put good foods in our body, put all of these nice supplements and vitamins. So Dave, what have you been doing and what are you going to do? And we want to know from you guys, what are you doing to help your fitness and to become the best you can be for the summer months?
Well, to have 2016 be the year of my best body. I'm in a STEP program at work. We have to. If you take the insurance where I work, because we're self-insured, you have to be part of the fitness program, and you have to at least average 7,000 steps a day, and then you get points for every 1,000 that you do above that. I try to do between 14 and 20,000 steps a day. That's about walking about 10 to 11 miles. Walk or run. I don't run that often because my body has always gotten beaten up from running. If I run too many days.
Running is apparently like the best way to kind of best activity, but it's also the hardest on your body. Like once you get older and stuff.
So I'm not as young as I would like to think I am. So I'm getting ready for a mud run that I'm doing. It's actually a 5K mud run. So it's not like the full Tough Mudder length, but it's one that my company sponsors and we all take part in, and they donate money to the charity.
Did you get the bronze last year?
I did, and I'm going for the gold this year.
No pewter, non-pewter.
No, because last year I started it and I thought I was going to run with friends and not be competitive. And at the first challenge, and I said to myself, like, I'm really going to do it. I don't want to wimp out.
You know how to shut off the competitive fires, Dave Lee.
Well, I also thought, so the first thing you do in the mud run is they make you, first you're crawling in mud before you go across, the starting line. And you're just to get you all wet. And then you go into these, mud trenches. And, some people just, ran around. So I lost my friends that I was running with. And I thought I was just going to, run with them.
They ran around. They didn't go to the trenches?
They didn't go into the trenches.
Is that legal?
It is legal. You can skip if you don't want. Some people swear that they get
you're not doing it. You're being,
I was if I'm doing this, I'm doing the mud run because I don't want to be the little table.
Leave the mud run with your manicure still intact. You got to do it.
You need to get so muddy that it takes about 2.5 days to get the mud out. Because it does. So it's disgusting, but you have to go all in. You can't half-ass it. You have to use your full ass in that mud. So this year, I am going for it, and I'm ready to go. So I've been walking, and a couple days a week I will run, but pretty much that. And then I do yoga 6 to 7 times a week. So just for strengthening, to manage anxiety, to feel better in my body. The walking helps with that as well, but there are some poses I've always wanted to do in yoga, so I've decided that 2016 is going to be the year that I get down to business, because I see those a-holes that are taking the yoga selfies on Instagram every day doing the poses, and I'm like, I want to be one of those people that everyone secretly hates yet is impressed by.
So my boyfriend, he was a pewter non-pewter medalist at the World Championships 3 years in a row in CrossFit. So they gave him, he has a whole CrossFit gym in his backyard. And I really want to, get into CrossFit. Except I get very nervous because the women, they're not little skater girls. They're tennis women. And that kind of scares me. But I also, it's there's a gymnastics component to it. And there's a lot of, rowing. And so I'm trying to work my way up to potentially attempting a workout.
Dominic Moceanu is coached someone that was in the CrossFit Games for gymnastics. Really? One of the women.
Yeah,
but she was doing men's gymnastics events. She was doing the rings.
Yeah, you have to. That's the one. You have to do the rings, or you have to climb a rope. I was watching it because they do no diss on Ice Network, but a little diss. So they were streaming. They had regionals last weekend. We were watching on the phone, perfect, no buffering at all. Yeah, they have and you could just watch it on your phone. So shout out to whoever streams that. The CrossFit Games. But yeah, so you have to climb up a rope with just your arms. You can't touch the rope with any other part of your body. So your legs are out to the side. See, I
think that's what they do at the ranch.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God, you're ready for the ranch with Marta.
Can we do it on the road at the ranch and have us go through that workout?
Yeah, that sounds fun, doesn't it?
I would like to see Marta judge a balance beam routine that you and I would do. We'd be shaking so much.
I would enjoy that. I want like the vibe at the ranch is what I would like to
just
feel it all.
capture. Maybe you could bring some of your stress formula.
What is your favorite
Puritan.com.
thing about? Do you like to look at that photo from the ranch when they're all lined up?
Yeah, like it's a little bit 1940s.
Yes, isn't it?
I don't want to like say it, but
like we're taking control. Yeah,
yeah, it's a little intense. But speaking of gymnastics, I want to ask you, Dave Lace. So we are going to be doing a few gymnastics fantasy. So I'm starting to learn about the sport. So Dave sent me this, and I printed it out like spreadsheet of all the gymnasts and their scores, so I can have
That's what I do in my free time.
Can we just say he's never done this for ice skating, so we know where your true passions lie. But okay, so the women that I like. So I have this one girl that I'm really into, and I'm into her so much that I had to write her name down because I know it. I like Maggie Nichols. I enjoy her. I think but you said she was just injured.
Well, in March she tore her meniscus and had surgery. Why
she for these girls?
She was already back running on the anti-gravity treadmill.
I was gonna say, who's the one that like? Was it Tabitha who like got the surgery and then the next day she found a way for them to like have the surgery on her knee that she could train the next day?
Yes, that was Tabitha. Yeah.
Okay.
These girls are. Mary Lou Retton had surgery six weeks before she won the Olympics. I mean, these girls. How about Chelsea and that ribbed bicep she was telling us about in the ribbed
blade? It actually wasn't that painful. Yeah. But I like her, and I think I watched Gabby. Her new reality show. I actually really like her mom. I think she and Simone have a nice little. Do you think Simone could be beaten?
Simone didn't have the best meet at the World Championships. She actually had a couple of little errors in the all-around final. I think obviously it's Simone's to win or lose, but there's so much pressure on her, and even Simone knows that, obviously. I mean, every article is going to be about this girl. It's already starting. The New Yorker has something that was just published about her. It's going to be all Simone all the time, and they're just getting the media at the meets. It's going to be insane.
But do you think her start values are so? Because that's kind of what happened.
They are, and the question mark that we're hearing is at the last camp that Gabby's Aminar is still iffy. And if Gabby doesn't have the Aminar, which is the 2.5 twisting your Chancel, Gabby does a double, or that's what she did at the World Championship. She did do the 2.5 at the last Olympics. She hasn't gotten that back yet. If she doesn't do that, she really has to. She's like several falls back for Simone. So Simone has quite a good cushion. Her other main competitor has been Larissa Iordache from Romania, who's been out most of this year with a broken finger. And obviously Romania didn't qualify a team, so even her spot is iffy with this broken finger. She has to go against Catalina Panor. She will likely get the spot, but that is what's going on there. I think that it's Simone's to win or lose. What do you like about Simone?
She's just consistent. I mean, even when she has the mistakes, there's something about her that there's this confidence. I think there are little things that I like to nitpick on. I think her toe point could be a little bit better. I just think she has flat feet. Like, she just doesn't have that ballerina arch. But even then, like, just her power, particularly on floor. She's so consistent on balance beam, where we've seen Gabby struggle in the past. I think that's the biggest question mark, too, for Gabby, is if she's able to kind of keep it together like we saw at – what was the event you went at? Was it Classics that you went to?
It was the American Cup.
The American Cup.
Really good beam routine against Swaggy Maggie. And the two of them were very good.
Maggie did very, very well there, too.
Yeah.
And looks ready. They look ready. And I like that Locklear girl, too, but I think it's just because she's super pretty.
Well, she's good on the bars, but she's not good anywhere else.
But I don't think we need a specialist. Like, I think at this point, because that would really be her ticket, is just going in as a bar specialist. I think we have enough girls that are good and all around that you don't need to just, but we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, apparently she has she's upgrading that routine a little bit more, but sometimes that dismount gets a little scary. After all the skills that she does, I'm also not really a big fan of the bow that she wears in her hair. I don't know.
Like, it's not. It's better than, what is with like the ring of clips that they like to wear? The like gymnastics
I think when
clips.
you're that nervous at the ranch,
you
like
just
you
keep
need to
putting
scout
clips in your hair.
Well,
it's called hairspray. Just spray it back. Don't put any clips.
Be honest, what you've noticed about the gymnasts. They're nervous people. Where do they take out the anxiety?
Honey, their eyebrows.
They like to pluck,
Yeah.
It started with Tasha and Crystal Uslak with the over plucking,
and then it was, do you know, it's Shawn Johnson. Hers were always just like, ugh. Yeah. But it is like, it's a nervous thing. I mean, and they make those girls, and I think it's so funny too, watching all these meets, hearing Nastia, because she can't hide her inner bitch. Like, she hates anybody that's not from America. Like, there's always shade, respect, but yeah. I mean, those girls do not, she was all about, what was it, not the Scottish girls, but maybe it was like
The British girls?
Yeah, the British girls, they do not do enough routines, Dave Lees. They're not like these Americans that are severely overtrained. But I'm very excited to watch it. Also, just some
I like that
news.
Simone laughs her way to victory. I have to say, like, she's always just like having so much fun, like, but like, why would you have any worries when you're that much better than everyone else?
She's just so, it's her, what is it called? Like, just not when you
bounce.
Her bounce. It's just like anything she does, it's just respect.
But Simone's mom, when you get to meet her, if you watch the behind the scenes interviews with her, Simone's mom is all about like goal setting, and she's all like, you have to reach goals. Like, she keeps Simone in line. Okay. She said that they had to hire a tutor because Simone was taught by her father and someone was going to wind up dead. And I just thought that, we never have a parent say that. I thought
she keeps it real.
That is the fact. If my parents taught me, that would not be a pretty experience.
What do you think Simone would like on Puritan.com? What product do you think we could give her? If we like made her a little prize pack, I would give her some
I think
stress
Simone's
formula.
a little girly, right? I think Simone and Allie would probably like the bubble bath,
the lavender bubble bath that we love. I think, some of the essential oils. So what is that like? Because I was trying to figure this out. Is that like you just smell it and it smells good, or can you actually put it? Like,
I put it on my hands.
And it like, it's a good like moisturizing. Apparently you can add it to a moisturizer too. What?
When you're like and on your feet too, because like with the yoga and some of the poses, you get like really up close and personal with parts of your body and
you like notice that.
Yeah, like you're like all your head is like right in your feet, and like you have to really like your own scent with some of these yoga poses. So
that's the thing about yoga; it's way too like natural for me. Like with all this sweating and I don't like that. I want a perfume.
I do P90X yoga a couple times a week, which is less namaste and more like bodybuilding, and it's like almost a perfect
CrossFit.
Yoga workout, except he does nothing for your quads, and you're like working them, and with the running and the walking, my quads are overdeveloped and then they get tight.
Stretch.
So I have to stretch mine out. But his is like, so his whole yoga thing is that you do your vinyasa, but you do an extra push-up, and then as it goes on, because it's all about like holding it for a long period of time, all the moves. It's like, and he's kind of like a Jillian or like Jillian Michaels and Our Dear Jillian, where he's really like an ass kicker.
Yeah.
Yes. And you're like, oh my God, he's like, vinyasa, like yoga X. And you're like,
see, that's weird. Like, I feel like yoga should just be like very like calm and just someone who's like kind of giving me a nice body massage.
X yoga has a clock. It has a countdown because it is an hour and 33 minutes, and like it like ticks down, and like you're checking that clock the whole time, or at least I am.
Yeah, like how much?
And the ab sequence at the end when you're really tired, and he makes you like touch the sky, and like you have to put you're laying on your back, your feet are up, and then you're supposed to reach past your feet with your arms.
Okay.
For like a minute, and then you do like 6 different variations. It's a little fun.
After my CrossFit workout.
You'll feel like a real Chelsea memo, like, tearing your bicep would just be
tough.
Yeah.
I want to be a tough girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dave, so any skating news? We had some videos that we were watching on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on Instagram. Jason Brown doing the triple axel, half loop, triple flip. Now did you see, I think he's going to that
aerial jump challenge.
Oh, is he? He's taking 2 weeks off. I saw him at the airport today on Instagram doing a leap. He's going on I'm probably making this up, but the thing that my little brothers went on, like where you go to Israel, right?
Oh, Birthright.
Yeah, Birthright.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I would like to go there. People have a lot of fun in Israel.
Yeah. The boy who went to Thailand went.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think that's good for him doing Birthright. Also, his triple axel was completely rotated there, really doing it. That was the strongest I think we've ever seen it. So I thought that was promising for him. It looked like he definitely made some improvements there. But I've really been watching Aliona's training, and I noticed that Megan Duhamel did like a triple loop combination because she's trying to compete.
I like that. But here's my thing. So Aliona did the Rosano. But I would be more impressed if they were showing like new throws or lifts, because that's really was their weakness last season, the pair elements. Just saying.
I think they need a quad twist and a throw that's not two-footed.
Yeah,
but
that's what but parabens. And then we got to discuss Patrick Chan going to Vancouver. Thoughts?
So I think that it's a little bit bizarre that he's leaving DSC, staying with the same coach. Obviously, they're going to now open a training school or something, but centered around a woman who's not really a skating coach. To me, it's just very bizarre.
Why is he leaving? Do we know? Or just a change of scenery? Or
nothing official. Okay. So, as nothing ever is in the skating world. But yeah, I think it's interesting to what changes he's going to make. Obviously, he had a very good year. We see him training with Javi, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how he does moving forward. Because I feel like he's gotten to a point that's similar to the physical level of where he was before, but if he's going to compete against Hanyu and Javi, he needs to step up and do something different. And so far, he hasn't made any changes. So I think
technically, I think, the triple axel, because he has everything else. But we want to know, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, and also Gracie Gold went to get her new program from Lori Nickel. We don't know exactly what she is skating to yet, but what do you think Ashley and Gracie should be skating to this season?
I think they need to continue in kind of the realm that they were the last year. I think with Gracie, that feisty, fiery Gracie, and the little like Ariana Grande, whatnot that she's doing, like something like that that's bringing her out of her shell, something that she loves, so that I even think with the Firebird she would get a little bit nervous, but I liked how driving it was. I think it made her be more on the offensive. And I think with Ashley, like we talked about earlier, she needs to do another character-driven piece. Like she does that very well when she tells a story. Something sassy and fun.
Tons of over-the-top facial expressions, tons of drama. She needs to outdo Moulin Rouge, because if she does something boring now, we're all just going to forget about it.
Yeah, so it needs to be, and this really needs to be her moment, her year to set herself up for that Olympic medal. And you can win a picture, again, go to Puritan.com. Check out code AshleyW1995 if you
buy. And she may have some new training mates. There are lots of murmurs about people that are maybe going there to, maybe a girl from Texas, maybe another Californian. So there's all sorts of things. But let's talk about your girl, Paulina Edmonds. So that Instagram video that she posted, the video, and her BMW that she got, they're an Olympic sponsor. She wanted us all to know. What are you liking about Paulina's Instagram lately?
She's beauty queen of only 18. I didn't understand. I don't know. Thank God there wasn't social media when I was competing. Let me just say that, because the kind of stuff we all would have posted would have been so douchey. But I think that's a very nice card. I liked how, what I liked about the picture with the BMW? She matched her lipstick to the red of the seats.
Oh.
Nicely done. These are the things I noticed. What do you think?
Paulina.
I like her. And Nam, are they still dating? What's going on there?
They're going to prom, so we haven't seen
Didn't
any.
They already go to? It's like the end of June. It's almost June, right? Where am I?
My prom was in June. So, but in New Jersey, you go to school.
Yeah, we went to school till like July.
Yeah. So I don't know what they do in California, because in the middle of the country, they're done with school in May. So I'm not sure.
My kids are getting out of school in 2 weeks. So I don't know. Maybe prom is this weekend.
I want to see what Paulina's dress is going to look like. I think it's going to be interesting.
I feel like she's into the midriff lately. So I'm thinking she's going to do one of those where it's like there's a midriff showing. Yeah. We can't wait to see. Didn't she go last year too? I remember. Yeah, because we interviewed her right before prom, and she was all weird about she didn't have a date or something. Well, a lot has changed this year for little Paulina. But what are you guys noticing? What are you been following on Instagram? You can go again to Puritan.com, check out code skating, get 10% off, and just look at the site, see if there's anything. They have the Cliff Bars, they have so much protein powder, protein bars, anything that you normally would go to GNC or any sort of store to get. Just see if they have it there. If they do, help support us, and probably will save you money as well.
Yeah, so as always, we want to remind you to dab your essential oils on all of the places you need to get in touch with. Hold Diva Wagner close to your hold an edge and look sexy.
Bye guys.